Green at 3.36. The other one is House at 297, and then Ian Shumpert at 0.1.
Yo, I'm on Shumpert.
Shumpert doesn't even play.
Yeah, Shumpert doesn't count because Shumpert doesn't, and that's postseason stats. Shumpert's also only been in 4 games.
And Kevin Durant's productivity didn't go down despite the fact that he went to the team that has the greatest three-point shooter in NBA history.
Who?
Steph Curry.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, yeah, but Kevin Durant, like, I don't know that he really cares.
I don't think he does. But I'm just saying,
Westbrook annoys me more than Harden does because Harden is who he is. He's like, yeah, I'm going to score. I'm going to drive the basket. I'm going to take 4 steps to get to the hoop, and it's not going to get called. But it's what I do. I'm not playing defense. I'm not doing any of this passing shit. I'm just going to do what I do. Westbrook forces the issue to be like, hey, give me the ball. Give me the ball. I need to pass because I need to get in my triple-double.
He's like a chihuahua. Like, he's got something to prove all the time.
And then, like, he has the nerve to get... So he goes to the basket. He gets blocked, and it was a tough block by Joel Embiid, and he doesn't like it. He gets up and runs at Joel Embiid. What are you going to do? Joel Embiid will throw you with one hand. What are you going to do against that?
Nothing.
What did you think you were going to do? You'd have to get on to Adam's shoulders to be eye to eye with him.
Now, am I saying that if I am the Rockets, do I want them to give James Harden the ball less? No, I'm not saying that.
No, they definitely accepted that the offense goes through him.
It needs to be
They're going
the ball
to live and die off of how James Harden plays. And if he continues to shoot in the 300s, they're not going to last very long.
Right.
Well, I mean, he had a finger in his eye and was bleeding from the eye last game, so...
yeah, you can walk it off.
I mean, Draymond was over there kicking people in the nuts, and they seemed fine.
That's called a weekday for Draymond.
Yeah, that's called a play for Draymond. Yeah. Stomping on Indomitian sues people's nuts.
Yeah, and you ask Draymond about that, he'd be like, I don't know, what did I do wrong?
Oh, man.
But did anybody die? Yeah. Like, that's what his response would be.
So, exactly. You can't go around stomping on people's genitals. Did he die? Well, no, he didn't. Well, then what's the problem here? What's the problem?
But is he dead? No? Okay, then.
You know, I expect this out of someone who went to school in Michigan. I did not go to Michigan. That's not what I said, Draymond. I said a school in Michigan. I'm not a Wolverine. We got it. Shut the fuck up.
No, we're well aware of that, Draymond. Thank you.
You're a Spartan, which is almost as bad. Anyways. Final series in the NBA is the Rockets-Warriors. There's not much more to say because we've just been shitting on James Harden for the last 40 minutes.
Like I said, if they continue to play the way that they've been playing, they'll take one more.
Maybe.
But if they can turn it around and find something going back to Houston, they might have a chance, but right now it's not looking good.
And their game is on Saturday.
I'll be in Atlantic City. I don't care.
Oh, and the official injury report has no one on it.
Yeah, whatever happened at some point to Weber, or not Weber, Paul. Obviously, I wasn't fully paying attention to what they were quoting.
Okay, ESPN's Basketball Power Index. You know that matchup predictor thing with the circle where... Yeah, they're saying that Houston, 60% chance Houston wins the game in Houston.
Bullshit.
60%? Really?
Yeah,
like 49.
Again, home, like I was talking about earlier, home court makes a huge difference in the NBA, much more than it does pretty much anywhere else.
Did you know that Draymond is leading the fucking Warriors in assists?
Master Fencer wants a Kentucky Derby calling that 50-1 odds.
Give me improbable.
Yeah. No, give me the Improbable.
What about Omaha Beach? I think the Scratch can
You're
take
going to be
it.
disappointed.
I don't. Is Omaha? Yeah, I think Omaha Beach isn't in the race.
They were. They're
That's
scratched.
great, but
They're going to be...
Anyways, Tony, we got to get going, so let's get on with your rant, okay?
all right, my rant's gonna be pretty quick, and it's pretty much about entirely Gettleman. First of all, what I want as a fan is to stop lying to me. Stop lying to me. You can't say one thing and have it both ways. You can't sit there and say we can win now and then fucking trade your best player, one of your best defensive players, and then let another one fucking walk and sit there and tell the fan base, I believe we can win now. And then turn around and say, well, you can rebuild and win at the same time. No, those are two contradictory fucking things, you asshole. And don't sit there and tell me that you don't love any of the quarterbacks in this draft, and then you take asshole Daniel Jones at the 6th overall pick. Stop fucking lying to me. We didn't sign him to trade him, and then Odell Beckham's over in fucking Cleveland. What are you trying to do to your fan base if we can't believe a single fucking word that comes out of your mouth? Yet we're supposed to trust in you, in what you're fucking doing, when you can't even be bothered to tell us the fucking truth? That's my rant. Gettleman can go fuck himself.
Who would have thought that of the four of us and our favorite teams, the best general manager would have been with the fucking Bills?
Seriously.
Who would have thought? I don't... Oh, man. And
we live in a strange time.
Not only is Dave Gettleman lying, he's setting Shermer up for failure.
Yes. And in this situation, I feel bad for Shermer.
He is setting... unless Shermer has more of a say, and Shermer says, I've been watching Daniel Jones, I want him, get him. Then,
yeah, and
okay.
if he's going to do that and that ends up being what happens, then I could stomach this more. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not happy about it.
And I do think Daniel Jones will end up...
Yeah, I know what your feelings are on him, but that's great. You can keep your feelings.
In 3 years when he steps on the field.
Yeah.
For the first time.
And 2 games after that when he breaks his fucking neck because we don't have an offensive line.
The Giants' offensive line got pretty good as the season went on.
Yeah, it started to get better. I say that, but they've started to actually...
Do you know how you could tell that the offensive line got better? The fact that toward the end of the season, the Giants didn't have to throw to Saquon.
Well, that helped, yeah. That's a pretty good indication right there,
Yeah.
I guess.
So, yeah, again, Brandon Beane, not Billy Beane, Brandon Beane, the general manager for the Bills, is the best general manager that all of our teams have. Because the Cowboys general manager, I guess, is Jerry Jones.
Well, it might as well fucking be Jerry Jones.
I don't think they actually have a general manager.
No, I'm pretty sure that's your general manager.
I'm pretty sure it's Jerry Jones. Although, recently, he's been drafting really well. It's probably because of Steven.
Because people are telling him not to do stupid shit.
Seriously, the smartest thing that has ever happened coming from the Jones family is Stephen Jones taking the card with Johnny Manziel's name on it, ripping it up, and putting in Zach Martin.
Probably true.
That's by far the smartest thing that has happened with the Dallas Cowboys in a long time.
I think you're right on that statement.
Anyways, another classic rant from Tony. Tony, one last thing. How's your shuffleboard going?
It's going actually well. We are 4-4. So we've taken 4, but we've also lost 4. But most of our games are pretty close. We're competing with people that we probably have no business competing with just because they've been doing this for about 3-4 years. But it's fun.
Like our good friends at Death Wish?
Yeah, they actually are not in this year, but they were, or this season, because I guess they do like 3 seasons in a year. I don't fucking know how it works. I just show up. But they did pretty good last season, so they'll clearly be back. So I'm waiting to actually be in there and actually play against them. So
are there any high pocket teams?
High pocket.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yeah,
People that wear their freaking pants up to their...
We don't have any, like... We have one senior citizen who's clearly in this league. He's obviously a parent of somebody, but I'll tell you, he's one of the fucking best ones there.
Or maybe he's been a professional shuffleboard player for 40 years.
I don't know how that would be possible, but maybe. You could be right for all I know.
All right. So, guys, we're going to end the show now with our This Week in Sports History. On May 1st, 1969, Leonard Toews buys the NFL Philadelphia Eagles for a professional sports record $16.15 million.
Oh,
Wow.
Wow.
16.15. Now, I know what a lot of people are thinking. How are the Eagles worth more than the Cowboys ever? Well, the Cowboys were only 9 years old at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good way of...
I remember the original 8 teams.
Yep, and the Eagles had been around since the 20s, so they had a good 40-some years on the Cowboys.
Cardinals are the oldest.
Yep, Cardinals, Bears, Redskins, Giants, Lions, Steelers, Eagles.
Yeah, the Giants are really old.
Yeah.
Super old.
Who was the other one?
You said Lions, Packers, Bears.
Packers.
Packers.
Lions, Packers, Bears, Cardinals, Redskins, Giants, Eagles, Steelers.
Packers, Bears, oldest rivalry. So,
Yep.
Yep.
All right. With that being said, make sure you check us out on Twitter at Dan D'Antoni. On Facebook, we are Dan D'Antoni Sports. If you want to send us an email, dandantonisports@gmail.com. We'd love it if you listen to our friends, Run the Point Podcast, Not a Clue Podcast. So definitely give them a listen as well. I mean, they're not quite as good as us, but they're still fun.
Wow. Damn.
So for Dan, the returning Tony, and Dan, have a good night.